Attention Gen X, are you looking to retire comfortably? You know, most people our age won't retire when they planned. They'll just keep working and hoping that nobody notices. And I know that sounds kind of harsh, but if you're really honest with yourself, you can feel it, can't you? You know, things aren't lining up the way they were supposed to. We did what we were told, go to school, get a job, work hard, stay loyal, and somewhere along the way, that deal quietly changed. Think about it. Prices went up, security went down, and retirement, well, it started drifting further and further away. Now, here's where it really hit me. This isn't just about money. It's about how you're going to feel when that moment comes. Are you going to wake up one day and say, I'm ready, I can finally live life on my terms? Or, I guess I have to keep working because I don't have a choice. That's the part nobody says out loud. There are people right now in their 40s, 50s, and even 60s checking their bank accounts before making simple decisions, wondering if slowing down is even an option. And that's not the life we were working towards. Now, here's the shift, and I want you to really hear this. It's not about working harder. It's about building something that works for you, even when you're not working. Because relying on one income stream today, that's where the pressure comes from. That's what keeps people stuck in that cycle. And Gen X doesn't need more motivation. We need a better strategy. Something simple, something structured, something that actually fits into real life. Because most people don't have an extra 10 hours a day, but a couple of focused hours, that's very doable. And when you start putting your time into something that can grow in the background, something that's automated, something that keeps moving even when you're not, that's when things start to change. The stress starts to ease, that constant what if in the back of your mind starts to quiet down, and for the first time in a long time, you feel like you have some control. Not perfect control, but enough to breathe, enough to start believing that maybe, just maybe, retirement isn't something you chase. It's something you choose. Now listen, if this hits you, even just a little bit, that feeling you've had in the back of your mind, that's not random. That's you realizing something needs to change. So here's what I do. Click the link in my bio, enter my email, and watch the short videos. No pressure, no hype. Just take a look at what I'm doing and how it works. And if it makes sense to you, you know exactly what to do next. Because at the end of the day, if you're tired of always being on, it's time to build something that works even when you don't. And if this gives you something to think about, make sure to follow me. I've got a lot more coming that's going to help you start looking at your future a whole different way.